What's going on? My name is Dustin Smith, better known as Bones, and welcome to BonesyTV. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you an updated what's in the bag. I picked up a ton of new pieces over the last year, so let's dive right into this thing. So before we open this thing up, I did want to mention the 3 ways you can help support this channel now. If you would like to help support BonesyTV, there is a Pure Hockey affiliate link in the description. Anything you buy from that link will result in a kickback for this channel. Also, if you're looking to get Sensorina, you can use promo code BONES at checkout. It'll save you 50 bucks and again, will help out this channel. And then of course, if you're looking to get into Visual Edge, use the link visualedge.com/BonesyTV. It'll be in the description as well, but that'll save you 20% and again, will help BonesyTV out. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into this thing. Starting with the bag, I'm still rocking the Pacific Rink goalie bag. I can't say enough great things about this bag. It's by far my most favorite bag I've had. You know, bags aren't really anything too crazy, but Pacific Rink, they really nailed it with this bag. But of course, starting with the boring stuff first, I've got my towel. Always bring a towel with me along with the shower sandals. And then I have my Adidas socks. And I'm still using the medium sock. I like to use my socks almost like a compression sleeve, and I'll pull them up pretty tight to keep my knee guards nice and secure. I did get some new knee guards though, and I'll talk more on those later, but been rocking these socks for a while, love these things. And speaking of socks, I have the Swiftwick cut resistant socks. Been rocking these for a while too. And then I have the CCM undergarments. This is basically a player cup. With the cup removed, but it has the Velcro attachments, which I use to hold up my socks. And then for undershirts, I usually just rock like a running shirt. This is from the Rock and Roll Marathon here in Nashville. I've got a few of these laying around, and these are perfect for kind of those warmer weather months when things get pretty warm. And then when it gets cold, I have these long sleeve shirts too. It's basically the same thing. And then in this super sneaky compartment here at the top of the bag, I like to keep all these things that I forget, because let's be honest, I forget things all the time. But I have another set of Swiftwick socks, another shirt, and then another set of socks. And of course, if anybody else forgets these things, got you covered. Diving into some of the pieces of gear, I have this old Reebok Cup. I love this thing. It's very simple. You know, you don't really need too much out of a cup other than to protect the boys, and this thing does a fantastic job. But one of the newer pieces that I have gotten are these Vaughn pants. I've typically been a CCM pant guy, and this is my first time trying Vaughn, but I've heard great thing about Vaughn pants. So, you know, so far so good. I actually really like these. The only thing that is kind of a bummer is that part of the snaps that hold the suspenders together did break off from rust. I got these used off Signline Swap. They're a pro spec. I honestly don't even know what model this is. But other than the snaps rusting off, these things have been great. But the other addition that I have made are these Pro Laces Suspenders. And these are really cool. As far as suspenders go, you know, these are incredible. You know, they're customizable, have them put bones on the back. They have the Pro Laces logo there. But the cool thing for me is that I can pull these over my shoulder. And then these have the Velcro tabs. And then I can just throw them through the loops at the bottom. These stay attached really well. They lock in very nice, unless of course the snaps on the pants rust off, but still hanging in there. You know, I just have this one snap on this side and these hold really well. So big fan of these Vaughn pants so far, and absolutely love these Pro Laces suspenders. Now another new addition and another piece of gear that I have been absolutely loving are the RXS Knee Guards. These things are super comfortable. If you've seen my review, you've also heard me talk about how streamlined they are. And just this shell here, such a specialty piece, super protective. And there was really a lot that went into just making this piece. But if you haven't seen my review on these RXS Swiss-made knee guards, I'll put that up here somewhere for you to check out. But man, I absolutely love these knee guards. Wrapping up the bottoms with the skates, I have the True TF9 two-piece goalie skates. I've done a few videos on these as well. If you've seen my review, you know I talked about the sides getting scraped up, but True has sent me this abrasion protection, basically a sticker to try out. It's a bit of a prototype they're working on, but seems to be pretty cool so far. Not only does it add to the aesthetic, but keeps the sides nice and protected, keeps them from getting all scraped up. So I've actually really been liking these TF9 skates. I've always been a one-piece kind of guy, but since trying these out, I really have been liking these, but I do still plan on jumping back in my one-piece skates and giving a good side-by-side comparison. Now that I've been in these for a while, here pretty soon, I'll probably start getting into my one-piece skates and figuring out which ones I actually like more. But speaking of skates, this bag obviously has the skate bags in here. If you know anything about the Pacific Rink bag, you know that they've really pulled out all the stops and there is a ton of storage in here, a lot of different organization options, and I really like these skate bags. But also the skate bags hold my water bottle. I always bring this with me. I can't imagine skating without my water bottle. It just wouldn't be right if I didn't have this with me. But moving on to the tops, another new piece of equipment for me is this Vaughn chest protector. And before I was in a Kineski body with some beefed up CCM arms, which I really liked, but moving into this, I actually really like this chest protector. It fits really well. I get pretty good protection in the arms, which is something I was really concerned about because I always seem to get stingers right here, you know, just above the blocker. But this thing has been plenty protective, and I think the thing that I really like most about it is just the shape that I have with it. Feel like I get enough coverage, but also getting plenty of mobility out of this thing and plenty of protection. Of course, can't forget the neck guard. I've been rocking a CCM neck guard like this for years. I know before CCM took over Reebok, I was using the Reebok version of this. And this is my second CCM one. I've just always been rocking this thing. This has been kind of the go-to. I have been thinking about changing up, maybe trying a Kova neck guard. I know a lot of people have said great things about them, or maybe even seeing what the Verbero neck guard looks like, something that Braden Holtby's been seen wearing a lot. But I've been rocking this for a while, and this is just kind of my go-to. Of course, can't forget to talk about the leg pads. I've done a handful of videos on the Lefevre 20.1s or the True 20.1s. And I've actually been strapping these up a lot differently. Lately, I just did a 1-year review and I talk about how I strap them up in that, so go ahead and check that out. But these have been holding up really well for me. I really like these pads, but I'm getting to that point where I'm thinking about getting a new set, and I'm not sure if I should go for the 12.2s or just hold out for the 20.2s. I know there's a lot of talk about True's wait times being a really long time, and considering these have lasted me really well this long, I know I can get a lot of life out of these, so you know, I'm not really worried about waiting very long for a new set. But considering I've been traditionally wearing E-Flex pads, I'm really curious to see how the 12.2s are, but the 20.2 probably coming up pretty soon. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Which pads do you think I should go for next? The 12.2, the 20.2, or if you think there's a whole brand change I should do. Let me know what you think. But before we talk about the gloves, I do want to mention my quick anchor pegs. I absolutely love these things. I take these everywhere with me. They work so much better than every other peg I've used before, not even just the traditional metal pegs that a lot of rinks have, but even other pegs with 3 prongs. I really think this 2-prong design is just unbeatable. This is incredible. Like I said, I use these for everything. But getting into the gloves, have the L20.1 blocker. And again, I just did my 1-year review on this whole set. Talk about the blocker and the glove, which I still love, still in great shape. And again, thinking about my next set, this is a 590 brake, and I've always used a 590 brake. I had a 600 before, and after I tried my first 590, I just kind of fell in love right away. So I haven't really tried anything since, but I have heard a lot of great things about the 580. So if you think I should try the 580, let me know. Otherwise, I don't know. I think I might just stick with the 590. This is just kind of home. But like I said, I'm really curious to see what everyone thinks about the 580. Of course, for the mask, this bag actually came with the Pacific Rink bag. I really like this mask bag. You know, there isn't too much you need from a mask bag, but this has been doing really well for me, and it clips into the bag with this clip up here. So pretty cool little helmet bag. And then of course the mask itself, this is an old CCM 9000, kind of that mid-grade price point for CCM a while back. And I really like this model. I've taken a look at the Axis masks and I just don't really like how those fit for some reason. I don't really know what it is. If you've been in CCM masks for a while now and you've made the switch from the older style to the new Axis style, let me know what you think. I just really like how this fits and how it feels. I could be overdue for a mask at this point, but it's been holding up great. And of course I have the wrap job on here by the Barn Creative. They did a great job with this. The whole idea was to basically take my 20.1 graphic and wrap it over the mask. And I really like the fact that it looks like leather when you take a look at it. Then getting into all the little knickknacks that I have in here, I obviously have all the tape that I would need. I've got a plastic baggie that has a lighter, a bunch of helmet parts, which is always great to have. And then getting into this other compartment, I have a backup sweatband, the Reebok Hockey bamboo sweatband. I absolutely love these sweatbands, by the way. Super comfortable, high absorbent, and antibacterial, I think it is. So they absolutely refuse to stink. And then I have my tool for my one-piece skates to remove the steel, a flathead screwdriver. I have my sweet stick, which I use to take care of my skates. And actually, I think a lot of guys in the locker room use this way more than I do. So this is clutch just to have for all the guys in the room. And then I also have the tool to remove the steel from my TF9 skates. Nice and handy. And then I have plenty of backup lace. You never know if you're gonna break a lace on your skates or if you break a lace on your pads. Really nice to carry some backup lace. Can't forget to talk about the sticks. I just got the Catalyst 9X sticks, got them all taped up, and I actually have the Twig cover on this stick for added protection. Testing this thing out, see if it really helps these sticks last, because honestly, I end up breaking a lot of my sticks right at the shaft, so it's nice to have this added protection here for practices and skill sessions, stuff like that. So we'll see how that goes. But these new True sticks are crazy. They're super light, it's insane. But that is gonna about do it for what's in the bag. Let me know what you think about all this gear. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, and as always, we'll see you around.